Hello friends and welcome to the 11th edition of the Miscellany. This week we ask, who is that soldier? What is the Irish Martian connection? What is paredolia? What are my radio sins? And a word on taking things for granted. But first, our brain teaser of the week, where we ask what has a face and arms but no nose, ears, mouth, eyes or body. Answer to come at the end of the Miscellany. Back in time now for some vintage photography. Here is a picture from the Korean War in 1952 that shows, despite the horror of conflict, a US Marine still retains his humanity. The kitten pictured here found herself an orphan. Luckily, she found her way into the arms of Marine Sergeant Frank Praetor, who holds the kitten, nursing it delicately with a medicine dropper. He adopted the 2-week-old kitten and gave her the name Mishap because, he explained, she was born at the wrong place at the wrong time. But survive she did. After Praetor left after his tour of duty, she became something of a mascot for the company's public information office. Praetor believed another Marine, Corporal Conrad Fisher, eventually adopted her and brought her home to the United States. Back in time now for nostalgia from Ireland. My favourite Martian was a much-loved CBS 60s comedy that starred Bill Bixby as Tim O'Hara and Ray Watson as Uncle Martin the Martian. I used to watch it as a rerun as a teen before satellite TV offered us channels galore to pick from. From the very first episode, we find out that some Irish Martian heritage is afoot.
I can get you a lot of information straight from the horse's head. Now, what do you say?
It's a deal. Welcome to the O'Hara family.
Thank you, my boy. Well, I guess that makes me the first Irishman from the planet Mars.
So there we go. The Martian connection. Now, some events from this week back in time include December 1st, 1946. Singer Gilbert O'Sullivan, Richard O'Sullivan, is born in Waterford. December 3rd, 1956. Limerick-born runner Ronnie Delaney wins Olympic gold in Melbourne in Australia. December 3rd, 1960. The birth of broadcaster Eamon Holmes. On December 4th, 1959, the birth of Paul McGrath, footballer for St Patrick's Athletic, Manchester United, Aston Villa, Derby County and the Republic of Ireland. December 8th, 1999, the Abbey Bridge is opened in Limerick at a cost of €8 million to construct. It's intended to relieve chronic traffic congestion and provide a link to the city's historic quarter of Kings Island. And finally, here is a vintage Irish advert from the IFI Player Archive, which hosts over 200 of these, this one for Captain Crisps.
To protect mankind from alien crispers, one man stands alone, with crisps as bright as a meteor and as loud as a cosmic collision. His name is Captain Crisps.
Captain Crisps, unforgettable. Now, here's a picture worth 1,000 words, and from worth1000.com, some mind-blowing hybrid pictures. No such animals exist, but it shows great creativity, how images can be combined to produce fascinating results. First, a dog and a parrot, an owl rabbit, a kangaroo lion, and panda bears styled like American rock group Kiss. Well, evolution could have gone like that. Thankfully for us it did not. But of course some animals do look like people. Could this be Samuel L. Jackson's dog? Uncanny, huh? Question of the week now on the Miscellany. What is pareidolia? It is the tendency for incorrect perception of stimulus as an object, pattern, or meaning known to the observer. What does all that mean? Well, it means seeing shapes in clouds, or faces in inanimate objects, or abstract patterns, or hidden messages in music. So basically, seeing or hearing things that aren't really there. Like if you're in a dark, deserted old house, your mind might start playing tricks on you. Well, what was that? I thought I heard something there. Did you see something move in the shadows? That kind of thing. It's really our mind just trying to make sense out of things. Apparently it's a fairly common thing and is a perfectly healthy tendency. I, for instance, am constantly seeing patterns between the words and lines in books I read. It was trying to figure out what that was all about that I came across pareidolia. It's not confined to humans. Scientists have for years taught computers to use visual clues to see faces and other images. But this human tendency to see face-like structures in inanimate objects relates to how our brains are hardwired. And now 7 years back we go, to 2013, and a radio character I created to cover all of the radio sins I did over the years. Here's DJ Cliché.
Hey, I'm DJ Cliché and you're tuned to the station with more music variety. Next week we'll have even more music variety from our stock playlist of 250 mediocre songs. Coming up in the next hour, cheesy hits right here as we count down toward the weekend, because I'm assuming people merely spend their life counting down the hours and days to their next weekend. It's 12 and a half minutes past the hour, or 47 and a half minutes away from the top of the hour, with another time check coming up shortly, because you obviously haven't got to watch your clock where you are. You're on the big sound of your big station with the big giveaways. This is Drive Time on your superstation, because we think people are only in their cars between 3 and 7 p.m. Another request for a classic song just in. I can't play it since it's not on my playlist or doesn't suit the format of the show, but keep those texts coming in, folks. It's nice to know you're out there. On the way, some more celebrity gossip and the latest from the soaps and the Z Factor. We're halfway through the week and it's all downhill from here, heading toward the weekend and Feel Good Friday. Unless you happen to work at the weekends, in which case there's nothing special about it at all. On the way, some important traffic and travel news, but not important enough to read out now. Let's go way back in time with a classic from 2 years ago. Hey, on this day back in time, somebody famous was born. We've got more patronizing stock phrases to come, so keep it here and don't touch that dial. Thanks to Lester for the comment. My iPod would literally be my #1 best music mix. It is more music variety and is quite literally my #1 hit music station, and doesn't keep stopping to tell me the weather, time, or inane chit-chat about the latest celebrity gossip. Well, Lester, definitely. Exactly. You're right, of course. Hey, it's been fun, but I've got to run. TTFN, pop pickers. Cool. Coming up, it's the DJ handover to our next presenter, who I'm going to talk tripe with some witty banter that only we find interesting. In my mid-Atlantic accent, did I remember to mention there's news at the top of the hour? Be good, and if you can't be good, be careful. Ciao.
DJ Cliché, not to be repeated. Now, our answer to our little teaser at the beginning of the Miscellany. What is a face and arms, but no nose, ears, eyes, mouth, or body? The answer is tick-tock. It's a clock. Finally, quote of the week, affirmation, words of wisdom from sungazing.com. This timely reminder and prayer during these COVID times. May we never again take for granted Friday nights with friends, birthday celebrations, the roar of a stadium, packed dance floors, mornings at the gym, crowded concerts, coffee with a friend, happy hour, and life itself. Amen. So a couple of things of interest over the last week or so. I hope you found them so as well. Any thoughts, any comments? Please let us know in the section below. And indeed, we're on Instagram, Facebook and YouTube. Do indeed let your friends know. Share this if you can to help grow our family of Miscellany watchers. Until next time, look out for one another. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.
From the home studio of Michael Birmingham,